Didn't quite get enough on that.
I thought the wing work was A1. The defending and finishing was anything but.
Spence. And it's Simons. And it's Spence. Here's Kudus. Spence. And it's Kudus. Now it's Simons. Looking for the run. This looks promising. In it comes. And that's the keeper's ball.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Now it's Kolomuani. Kudus. He's tried one! And for a moment, time stood still.
Well, it wasn't the best pass, was it? The apologetic look says it all, really. He knows he could have got his team in real trouble then.
Rodri. Portugal disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. No, he's had it taken off him.
Portugal are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Van de Ven. Tottenham applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days, but it does demand an awful lot of work rate and, of course, the discipline, because it has to be with everyone. It can't be with one or two. If that starts happening here, it'll just fall away.
Yeah, and there are so much of them, but of course, the returns can be terrific. Nagatomo delivers. Palinha gets it away. Rijkaard. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Pressure coming in from all directions. Spread it left. Camavinga has it out wide and in space. And it's hoisted clear. And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
And he can clear it away. And now they can spring out of defence. Tries to play it through. Might be danger here. Rodri. And it's Lewandowski. Here's Nagatomo. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Back into the middle. Nicely spread. Tottenham claim it back to much approval.
This is the time you need that pace.
Spence.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Tottenham finding their passes. Kaka. Rodri. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Brennan Johnson. Brilliantly cut out. Rodri. Nagatomo. Pass somewhat off target. Johnson! Hits off target and by quite a way.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Rodri. And it's Nagatomo. Flashes it across. Danso tries to clear. And this could be the final action of the first half. And it's made its way to him. Now it's Palmer. And that was nowhere near his best. And we hit half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time because, in truth, they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Portugal really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Oh, played through for the wide man. Cross is blocked, and that's a corner. Kudus goes short. Portugal are looking to go forward now. He is through here. Kaká will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Pedro Porro. Bentancur. Simons. And Spence. Gabriel. Kaká. Rodri. Bentancur. And it's Kudus. And it's João Palhinha. And here's Johnson. And he's chosen to go back.
They're really getting no time to think on the ball here.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Distributed tidily. That is good strength. Pedro Porro gets into a good position. Bastoni is there and he can get that clear. Almost an hour gone. And they win it back again. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
Turns and goes back, takes a shot! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Camavinga. Well read, nice interception. Simons. Kudus. And here's Colomwani. Pedro Porro. Now it's Johnson. And that's played in low. Palmer. The counter is on for Portugal. And no, that was never going to make it. João Palhinha. Now Pedro Porro. Johnson looking understandably energised after his goal. The pass has gone astray.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Oh, there's a probing ball. Tries to pass it through. Great chance! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? And this is Torres. Shoots! It's a loose ball.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And it's Kaká. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played. Well stopped.
Camavinga cuts it out. And he cuts out the supply. Tries to thread one through. It's a pretty loose pass. And it's with the keeper. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. That's been cut out, well played. Kudus. Brennan Johnson.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Well, we've seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. João Palhinha. Bentancur. Portugal are looking desperate here, short on time and options.
Well, it's looking like too little too late, but they are giving it all they have.
Now it's Lewandowski. Oh, this looks sharp. Can he get on the end of this? He's a decent chance! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Well read, and the danger is averted. Palmer. Now, what about a counter-attack?
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
And it's Spence.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Oh, no joy this time.
Substitution on the field. Number
We have
20,
got changes here, from both sides, in fact.
Number 22, Johnson. Coming on the field.
Odobert.
Number 10.
Tottenham clearly now in lead preservation mode.
Substitutions
Well, that has not gone well.
There will be 1 minute.
Rodri. Passing is crisp and sharp. And that is that. So in the end, one goal did it. An exciting encounter where both sides produced a genuine effort to go. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. He's shifting through the gears here. Foot in. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, when it comes to being very watchable, Peter, I don't think you'll get much better than Vinicius Junior. His raw pace, added to the infinite amount of trickery he has up his sleeve, are sure to cause any defence no shortage of headaches. He just needs a better final product at the top level.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. Rijkaard. Turns back here, probably the best option. And this is Lewandowski. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And here's Lewandowski. Oh, well played. Pretty cagey early on from both sides. Bellingham. And it's Camavinga. It's Camavinga. Howson. Played out to the left flank. Camavinga. Threads one in. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
He's got away. And that was very necessary. Referee's given a throw. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. And he welcomes it in.
Oh, look, this is about as tentative as a goal match will break out soon.
And it's Arda Güler. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. They've played it short. Vinicius Junior. Oh, that's nice. Serves up across. Bastoni tries to clear. Portugal are looking to go forward now. And it's Nagatomo. Now it's Torres. Lewandowski. Howson. Eder Militao. Camavinga. Vinicius Junior. Lewandowski.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Now it's Torres. That is ended up in no man's land. Goulet. And it's Camavinga. For Valverde. Bellingham. Valverde. And it's Arda Güler. Vinicius Junior. Nagatomo. Lewandowski is herring after that one. And it's Lewandowski. Looking for options for movement. And he's heaved it away. And this is Torres. And he was alert to it. Goulet. Vinicius Junior. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Rijkaard. Well, a goal here just before half-time could mean a great deal. Goulet. It's Vinicius Junior. And it's Tchouaméni. Goulet.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Played into space. No luck with that dink over the top. Tchouaméni. And it's Arda Güler. For Valverde. Bellingham. And it's Camavinga. Goulet. Nice looking ball. Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. And that'll be the last act of the first half. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. Reflections on the first half?
Well, there's no way to disguise the fact that they've been poor. Not a single shot on goal tells you all you need to know, Peter. Everything seems a little hurried to me, a little rushed, panicked even at times.
Well, after 45 minutes, it is still goalless. A change, perhaps, after half-time.
Vamos saudar os nossos rapazes com uma salva de palmas.
And the action is back on the way.
Portugal really can count themselves lucky not to be behind at half-time. Couldn't really work out what they were trying to do, actually. Letting themselves get dominated like that, it's very confusing.
And just to confirm that the referee did issue a yellow card for that earlier incident. Passing is crisp and sharp. That'll be a throw-in. Camavinga. Rodri. Now it's Lewandowski. Aimed beyond the defence. Courtois gets his hands on it and the danger is averted. Valverde. Out of play for a throw. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Rijkaard.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Rodri. Kaká plays a sharp little ball here. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Camavinga. Well, they continue each to cancel the other out. And Güler. Bellingham. And he's making progress on the ball. Bellingham. Well, that is a good challenge from him. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And it's Nagatomo. Can he finish? Sticks it away! That is lovely, finished with amazing expertise.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, when the going gets tough, etc., they can still turn this round, I think.
Vinicius Junior. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, while the temptation's always there, Peter, I think it would be ill-advised of them to try settle for what they've got.
Now it's Torres. Oh, well measured. And this is Lewandowski. Goes for a shot! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Oh, it's very good running, that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Now it's Kaká. Camavinga. Now it's Mbappe. Torres concedes a free kick for that. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. Tchouaméni, Güler. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Now that looks a decent ball. That's a decent clearance. Lewandowski does really well there, strong defending. Now it's Lewandowski, played out towards the right wing.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space...
Tries a shot! And that is wildly off target.
Well, he looked pretty much unstoppable there. The only thing missing was the finish, of course.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. Tchouaméni. Now Mbappe.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Now it's Mbappe. Ceballos. Camavinga. Eder Militao. And it's Bellingham. And he's there to make the challenge. Has a look and plays it forward. Portugal still ahead by the game's only goal. Now it's Lewandowski. Nagatomo. Nagatomo made a surge from fullback, as it turned out unsuccessfully. And he's managed to get free. And he's had it nicked away.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Mbappe! Oh, such a clever touch. Looking to go deep. Well read, and the danger is averted. Rijkaard gets it away. Camavinga. Very much into the last knockings. Spread it left. Alaba has it out wide and in space. Ah, good steal, he just read it. And he thumps it clear. And that's another throw. Portugal are able now to make their substitution. It's been on the cards for a few moments now.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
And it's Bellingham. And that's it. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal. It is a deeply historic derby. The rivalry between Spain and Portugal is ancient and heartfelt, and so this is an intense, intriguing Iberian affair. It is utterly unpredictable. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. And when these two meet, Jim, we know it is special.
Well, the calibre of players available to both teams makes this game a potential classic every time, Peter. OK, you may think the Spaniards have had the better of things in direct showdowns in recent big tournaments, but I can see very little difference in terms of relative strengths.
And already we're underway here. Yet another page in the history of this grand old rivalry. Rafael Leao. Nuno Mendes. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference? Cristiano Ronaldo! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
That'll earn him a few high fives. Probably feels he could have been better protected, though.
Portugal with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Pau Kubasi with the clearance. Spain have the chance to go the other way. Played out towards the right wing. Yamal. And no, that was never going to make it. João Cancelo. And it's Cancelo. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Spread it left. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. There's the crossfield ball. Can he get it through? I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Vitinha, over to the left. He shifted it to the flank. No goals as yet. Yamal.
Spain clearly are trying to establish themselves as a team that likes to retain the ball, Peter.
And it's a good watch, Jim, isn't it?
Well, it is, and it's always a pleasure for me to see a team move the ball in silky fashion like this. But you know what's coming next, Peter. It has to be with a mean cutting edge.
He has found the way through. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. And that's been slipped through. He's found the way through. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Vitinha. Out to the left it goes. Now it's Conce. And he shoots! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Pedri is there, and he can get that clear. Oh, super chance! Good first touch and almost as good a second.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
Rodri. Kubasi. Yamal. Ruben Dias. That ball looks a good one. He's shifting through the gears here. Thinks about the shot. Francisco Conceição. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He's in plenty of space here. Ronaldo has it in a wide position, and it's Cancelo. Nice control. Pressure coming in from all directions. Ambitious ball here. An instinctive delivery. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Picked out brilliantly. That is ended up in no man's land. Now this could be a chance.
Cristiano Ronaldo really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
That pass has been well intercepted. A probing pass. And this is Morata. Well, now it's a race for the ball. Cross needs to be good. Vitinha. And Portugal can counter-attack here.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Can he finish? Oh, no shortage of confidence there.
Well, that was certainly impressive, Peter. Great run, just a shame the finish let him down.
Fabian Ruiz. Nico Williams. Now it's Morata. And there's the end of the first half. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, at least the defence can look back on a job pretty well done so far, Peter. I think they've squeezed the play quite well and they've been relentless in their pressing. So the energy levels have looked good.
Well, the players definitely know they're in a derby. More of the same to come after the break, you can be sure of that. So, both teams still stuck on the starting blocks here, 0-0 at the break. And the action is back on the way.
Portugal have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but...
Oh, and he's following up! He's delivered all right!
Well, whenever he reminds us of his wondrous skill set, it's usually something very memorable or even unforgettable. We'll certainly remember that one.
Speed of thought, efficiency of movement and certainty of outcome.
Well, I'm giving him full marks for the way he exploited the space, Peter, but you really shouldn't be left unmarked in the middle like that. I don't think he could believe his luck.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Well, the roof's just about stayed on, but the crowd level has gone up a notch or 10.
And it's Vitinha. Fabian Ruiz. And this is Morata. João Neves. Conceição. João Cancelo gets into some... He's got tall! Didn't quite get enough on that.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here.
Rodri. Grimaldo. Oh, he's been caught on it here! And he's lost... He's had a shot! It's a goal! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
Terrible error, duly punished.
Oh, how can they be so careless, Peter? It's too casual. They were never going to get away with that kind of sloppiness.
That has certainly made things interesting.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop. Just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff. Morata really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Pedro Porro. Pedri. Who saw this coming? Portugal are taking this the full distance. Terrific stuff. Oh, they've broken out here, and this could be the moment. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Rafael Leao. Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, well measured. And that is out of play. Nuno Mendes. And here's Yamal. Vitinha. João Neves. And it's Cancelo. Now it's Bruno Fernandes. He's in space and looking for options. Oh, he's been caught, and a shot! Goal! Portugal! And the comeback is complete! Oh, the deftness of touch, received it delightfully and finished it off sumptuously.
Yeah, the right touch in moments like that is key to what follows. All very neat and tidy.
Portugal take the lead.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on? Or even better, can they get another?
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. That's a good ball out wide. Conceição tries to pass it through. Unai Simon claims comfortably. Nico Williams. And he cuts out the supply. Pedri. Now it's Morata.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled. Spain really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Oh, this looks sharp. And this is Ronaldo.
Portugal surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
João Neves. Rodri. Now it's Yamal. That is a great pick out. They're urging him to shoot. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Williams. João Cancelo. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. That has been slung wide. He's picked his way through. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Ronaldo with a real chance here. And this the perfect opportunity to create a cushion between them. Cristiano Ronaldo! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Vitinha. The final 5 minutes. That's going to go a long way. Portugal close now to seeing this one through to the end. He's being urged to shoot. Goes for a shot! Just off target.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then. They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
And here's Morata. And it's Grimaldo. Bruno Fernandes. Here's Vitinha. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo.
That's going in strongly.
There's the shot! Chance again? No.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get their reward if they can stick at this.
And the referee has brought play back and shown him a yellow card. Corner number 2 then. And it's been taken short. Nico Williams gets good distance on it. Vitinha. And he's in on goal. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Portugal have done it with iron, with pragmatism, the sort you expect from a team like this. Admirable, enjoyable, and look how they reacted to that initial setback. Cristiano Ronaldo claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. Well, how will we look back on that?
Portugal really were great today.
It is a deeply historic derby. The rivalry between Spain and Portugal is ancient and heartfelt, and so this is an intense, intriguing Iberian affair. It is utterly unpredictable. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. And when these two meet, Jim, we know it is special.
Well, the calibre of players available to both teams.
Cristiano Ronaldo! Marvellous goal!
Well, what a statement of intent. Who better to be the one to have the first say? A cracking opening to this game.
Portugal have their opener. It is a goal of real significance.
Oh, he's just loving that. Certainly gives you a very unique feeling. Tremendous.
Big chance. Can he finish? We've got a goal! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
Well, how's that for a class finish?
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Knocks it into space. Williams. Pedri. That's a good ball out wide. Rafael Leao. Nuno Mendes. Vitinha. He's found a way past. It's played through for him. Can he finish? He's done very well to get to that.
That'll earn him a few high fives. Probably feels he could have been better protected, though.
And it's been taken short. Pedri gets a good foot in there and climbs up big. Goal, Spain! And the comeback is complete. Simple, certain, effective. He just guided it in.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Spain take the lead.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Ronaldo kept his eye on it, and he's there. Pedro Porro. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. This looks promising. He's found a way through. Played out towards the right wing. In by Cancelo. That's a decent clearance. Fabian Ruiz.
Portugal really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
And it's Porro. Rafael Leao. Bruno Fernandes. Now it's Conceição. Well, that has not gone well. Grimaldo. And Kubasi. Now it's Morata. Spread out to the left. He's shifting through the gears here. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Looking for the run. That is a brilliant interception. Grimaldo. Fabian Ruiz. Oh, that pass isn't the best. No, he's had it taken off him. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Rodri has created one goal already. Now it's Yamal. Bruno Fernandes. And this is Ronaldo. Kubasi. And it's Pedri. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. João Neves wins the duel this time. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket.
Yeah, they look as if they're intent, Peter, on stopping him outside the laws of the game, so the referee is going to have to be very alert here.
Fabian Ruiz. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. That's the throw. Morata, skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Now it's Rafael Leao. Rafael Leao. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? And the shot's on here. Pedro Porro. Pedri. Now Fabian Ruiz. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Conceição. Oh, shooting chance! Goes looking wide. Cross needs to... Has another go! That needed to be better, and he knows it.
That's good play. Plenty of targets in the penalty area and plenty of movement too.
Now it's Williams.
Oh, great feat, that.
That'll be a throw. Ruben Dias. And this is Ronaldo. Now it's Bruno Fernandes. And the whistle goes for half-time. So, engaging and still right on edge. Plenty of signs to suggest this will turn out to be a really good one. And we are up to the break.
Oh, what a half. It's been pulsating and totally absorbing. We're actually headed for a potential classic if this carries on. This is insanely good.
Well, it's been a proper derby so far, no doubt about that. Intense and utterly captivating. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
It's not easy being down in situations like this. I know it's an overused term, but you really have to play with courage. Be brave, and let's see where it gets you. You might just get lucky because of it.
Francisco Conceição. And it's Neves. Spread it left. And there's green grass ahead of him. And the shot! They want to be quick to recover this. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Cross into the box. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. Nuno Mendes. Lovely ball. Shot at goal! It's loose and there's a race for the ball.
Bruno Fernandes really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Yamal proves just a little bit too strong. Looking for options for movement. Played in. He gets big. It's in. 2 up now, and they are cruising. He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Spain go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
The crowd are calling for this to be put to bed. There's little sympathy about.
Can he get it through? João Cancelo receives. He's got tall! Didn't quite get enough on that.
Well, you see what a difference it makes to have so many runners into the box. Makes life so much harder for that defence.
Yamal going face-to-face with his great rival. And it's Vitinha. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. João Cancelo. Conceição in acres of space out wide. Decent chance! Bruno Fernandes with the short one. And now a sudden chance to counter. Rodri. And he's cut it out. Oh, he's caught him there, it's a free kick. Bruno Fernandes. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Nuno Mendes. He shifted it to the flank. And here's Bruno Fernandes.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
He has found the way through. Fabian Ruiz. Bruno Fernandes. Vitinha. Into the last quarter of an hour. And it's Mendes. Stood up well to him there. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. No, he wasn't going to let him past. Pedro Porro is very much the model of the modern-day fullback. And that could set him on his way. Bruno Fernandes tries a shot! There it is! The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, I think they have every chance of levelling this now, Peter, but they've got to stay calm and not go completely gung-ho. They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Yamal will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Foot in. That's gone for a throw-in. Oh, lovely bit of skill.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Rafael Leao. He's got away. Rafael Leao! Showing good feet. Rodri. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. A game that is a tale of one that got away. A position of great promise they established, but they lost momentum, they lost intensity, they lost their lead, and ultimately they lost the game. Well, how will we look back on that?
Yeah, well, I've been on the losing side in games like this, and I can tell you it really does hurt. It's about the fans, and when you...
Well, there's little doubt that Spain and Portugal are two of the 21st century's most formidable teams. Both ambitious, both obliged to win, both crammed with incredible talent, but only one can prevail. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. And when these two meet, Jim, we know it is special.
Well, the calibre of players available to both teams makes this game a potential classic every time, Peter. OK, you may think the Spaniards have had the better of things in direct showdowns in recent big tournaments, but I can see very little difference in terms of relative strengths.
If you're just joining us, we are already underway. It's us or them. Always has been, always will be. What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Rodri. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, the versatility of Nico Williams has been hugely impressive. I think, Peter, he's just as good, on either side of the pitch, and he has a footballing brain that seems to allow him to work things out with ease. And I think it's been suggested at times that he could play further up the pitch, but I think as a fullback...
And a chance! Goal! Spain! And it's Spain who take the lead. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0.
Well, he's certainly happy with that after what's been said in the build-up, you know.
Goes looking wide. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Done delicately. Conceição is in a really good position out wide. Rodri. Fabian Ruiz. And Grimaldo.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Bruno Fernandes. Great vision. He's got plenty of space out wide here. He's got tall. And oh, he's got that completely wrong.
Well, it's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
Spain looking to get their possession game going here.
Yeah, it can be very stylish and expansive to watch if they get it to the standard we know they can. But what's key is the...
Oh, what a climb! Oh, should really have made more of that.
I think we can expect a few more of those now. Better timing was all that was required.
Kubasi. And it's Pedri. Pedro Porro is wide and looking to get onto this. Bruno Fernandes. Played out to the right. João Cancelo. Conceição. Bruno Fernandes. Oh, it's a nice... Pedri concedes a free kick for that. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. What a save! Terrific reactions! Conceição in towards the back, climbs up big! We've got a goal! Portugal are level! Oh, lovely header, but really it was all about the delivery.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Portugal grabbed the equaliser and we're all square.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
João Neves. And it's Conceição. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. And it's Vitinha. Here's Vitinha. And this is Ronaldo. Well, now it's a race for the ball. Played out to the left flank. Rafael Leao. Morata.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Pedri picks it up out wide. That's a shade optimistic. Looking for options for movement. It's a promising position. He is just caressing the ball. Nico Williams. Nicely weighted ball. And he's picked it up out wide. Conceição, who's set up one goal so far. Now it's Rafael Leao. And this is Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo! Ronaldo! Superb! He has given that the lot. Bang!
And I think he's even surprised himself, Peter, in how well he caught that.
Portugal go into the lead.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
Francisco Conceição. And he's forced to go back. Good ball, good take. João Cancelo providing... Great chance! No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Gonçalo Inácio. Threads. There's the shot! It's there! And they're at it again in double quick time. Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came off beautifully.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
Well, you had to fancy him, Peter. He seems to be growing in stature with every goal.
So the lead now is 2.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Pedri with the cross. João Cancelo deals with that comfortably. Francisco Conceição. And the half-time whistle goes.
Portugal are 2 up, and on the balance of things, I would say deservedly so. They had a very coherent game plan, and if they are allowed to continue in the same vein, I can only see the margin getting bigger.
Well, it's been a proper derby so far, no doubt about that. Intense and utterly captivating. Well, that has been a goal-blessed half. It is 3-1. And we are back on the way. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And he's only too happy to take that back. It's a really well-measured ball. Oh no, what has happened here? He has found the way through. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge.
Well, he was the one player you had to keep away from the area. Not the best way to do it, though.
Oh, smashing header! It's a goal! The second half off to a spectacular start. One delightful ball, and the rest was simple.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
The manager must have given them an earful at half-time, and fair play, because it seems to have worked. They've got to kick on from here now.
And he's had a hit! Crossbar comes to the rescue! Nico Williams. Now it's Fabian Ruiz. And he cuts out the supply. Rafael Leao. Oh, that's a vigorous challenge. Yamal. Yamal will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Played into space.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
He can get that clear. Rodri. And Yamal. Now it's Morata. Now it's Yamal. And it's Pedri. And it's Rodri. That has been slung wide. And that is a little undercooked. Cristiano Ronaldo being hounded, manhandled at times.
Well, he helps himself to a treble, Peter, and then they switch on. It's a bit late now.
He's shifting through the gears here. Ruben Dias did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Out for a throw. Lenormand. Oh, some tackle that. And that should get the job done. Vitinha. Played out wide. João Neves was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Now there's a fine ball. And here comes the corner. And that's gone all the way through to the keeper.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Conceição. Can he get on the end of this? Bruno Fernandes takes a shot! Oh, great low ball in.
Oh, he may have snatched at that, Peter. The ball came in at a pace, and at a good height too. He only needed to redirect it.
Now it's Vitinha. Oh, shooting chance!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Spain are looking to go forward now. And this is Ronaldo.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
He's got away. Vitinha. Rafael Leao. Here's Vitinha. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Takes the shot! He should have put that one away.
Bruno Fernandes has reacted in utter shock here. For him, the keeper has pulled off the impossible.
Corner number 2 then. And it's been taken short.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Williams. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Now, what about a counter-attack? And this is Morata. It's run loose here.
Spain really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
And here's Morata.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Now it's William. And the shot! Inacio herring on. This time, surely!
Foram indicados 2 minutos de compensação.
Vitinha. Confirmation that there will be 2-minute stoppage time. Pedri. Foot in. And we're done. So the winners, bullish and belligerent after a remarkable collective effort. Fall behind they may have done, but they were having none of that. Cristiano Ronaldo, happy to bask in the accolades from all around, the stage most certainly his. So bring it on. Fresh, fervent, fevered, how it always was and how it always will be. Feel it, this is where it starts. Whatever your ambitions, a good beginning is the perfect way to get things underway. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. And already we're underway here. Hernandez crosses. Diego Carlos can get it clear. Oh, sweet feet. That needed to be better, and he knows it.
Well, this is simple. The supply is to be admired. The defending is to be admonished.
Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, this guy Morata is an interesting player, Peter, who has the look of a target man, but his game is all about making runs in behind opposition defences. And I like the fact that he can be creative too. You know, using that space to drop into and linking up with anybody breaking forward. And I think it's something we're going to see shortly.
Yeah, he'll be looking for a goal or two. Turns back here, probably the best option. Paredes. Ribéry. Now it's Batistuta. Now it's Van Basten. Gets a good foot in there. And it's Batistuta. And this is Van Basten. Barella. Can he stop it going out? Oh, he's been caught napping. Crossed into the middle. And that has been knocked clear.
They've certainly set out to cause a problem or two down that left flank. Barella clearly looking the key component now with the concentration on width. Really aren't convincing right now. It has to start in defence, but the whole team needs a wake-up call.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Paz. Now it's Morata. Oh, good spread. Elects to cross.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Still goalless at the moment. Passing is crisp and sharp. Foot in. Paredes. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Kakare. Little pass back.
They're really getting no time to think on the ball here.
Now that's well seen too. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
You make it sound so simple. Now it's Batistuta. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Kempf. Kakare. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Diego Carlos. Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Well, a goal here just before half-time could mean a great deal. Stefan de Vrij. Paredes. Barella receives it in a good position here. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Passes coming off in quick succession here.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
And this is Van Basten. What a mighty effort! He's scored!
And for such a big name in your side to register very close to the break, not only creates a real buzz in your dressing room during the break, but dispirits the opposition too, and sets up a decent chance to go on and finish this game to their liking now.
It is a good finish. The odds were against him, little matter.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
Portugal have penetrated for the first time.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever.
And there's the end of the first half. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Yeah, I like the fact that there was a genuine flow to this game, as well as intent. But I can't help feeling that their efforts deserved that little bit more.
Portugal leading a cagey game here. It's had its moments, and it's 1-0 at the break.
E vamos saudar a entrada em campo da nossa equipa.
That gets things going for the second half. Portugal carrying a one-goal lead. Kakare, played out wide, and it's Moreno. And they're on him in a flash. It's played through for him, and he was quick to react. And he's forced to go back. Diego Carlos. Great vision. Oh, that's delightful. And it's played in. Oh, smashing header! They want to be quick to recover this. Oh, what has happened here? In again. Can he finish? And he's straight offside. Paz. Now here's the delivery, and he's made sure that's not getting through.
Was that the first time we've seen them try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
It's a really well-measured ball. Played into the box. Chelhanoglu.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Aimed beyond the defence. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
They're ahead, but they're not playing as if they are. There seems to be more of an emphasis on protecting their lead than adding to it. It's all gone a little timid.
Kakare. Now it's Batistuta. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Nicely spread. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Punched away. Portugal have the chance to go the other way. Portugal leading then, courtesy of the goal scored late in the first half here. And the score is 1-0. Paredes. And it's Barella. And it's Van Basten. And here's Çalhanoğlu. Van Basten.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Ribery. Alberto Moreno does well to get it back. Time and again they are repelled. Threads one in. Look at the chance, surely! It's in! A two-goal lead and they're firmly in control.
Well, Peter, they're trying to claim offside here, but this stinks of desperation to me. They know they've got it wrong.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, that's pretty much sealed it now, and surely, Peter, we're not going to see any complacency after that.
Baturina. Now it's Morata. Played out towards the right wing. Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet. Another chance from a corner. Baturina goes short. Baturina. And that's gone route one. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Barella. Leading by 2 and the finishing line in sight. Opts for safety. And it's Sergio Roberto. Showing good feet. It's a promising position. Hernandez. And it's Paredes. Portugal clearly now in lead preservation mode. Baturina. And he's got the beating of his man. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. And that's a... He's having a shot! He's scored! And what a climax we have here! Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Yeah, great movement and great use of space to get on the end of the pass, and that pretty much did it.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
I don't think they can assume that the game is safe. One slip can be really costly.
Played over towards the opposite flank.
Good ball, that too.
Played out to the left flank. Played back in. And no, that was never going to make it. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Well, that was good. A terrific advertisement for attacking football. Both sides. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game. It's Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. We have already started here. Well, there are plenty who consider Marco van Basten to be the very epitome of excellence, and it's hard to argue with that, Jim, isn't it?
Certainly is. Everything he did was pretty much perfect. His positioning, his movement with and without the ball, the ability to receive it and turn away from defenders. And don't get me started about his finishing.
For sure, a name to strike fear into the hearts of goalkeepers everywhere. He's in plenty of space here. Hernandez receives it in a good position here. Barella with the cross. He's got tall. Superb goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
A lovely header, but really it was all about the delivery.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Portugal gain their reward with an early goal. That's the keeper's ball.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Chelhanoglu. And it's lofted through here. Barella. Barella stood his ground strongly. The ball swung. Oh, smashing header! And it's in! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Well, at one stage he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Portugal have their opponents right where they want them, and we've barely begun. And he's quick to snatch it back. Oh, good-looking ball. Nagatomo did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Now the delivery. Oh, what a climb! Relentless! Just relentless! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
"3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
He's having a shot! He was certain to score. It is an inexplicable miss.
Portugal certainly looks sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Portugal have scored 2 quick goals here. Castrovili. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Ribéry. Stefan de Vrij. Spread it left. Can he get it through? And he welcomes it in, hangs one in. Oh, and he's asking too much with that. Castrovili, played out to the right. Hernandez. And it's Çalhanoğlu. Now Paredes. Çalhanoğlu. "30 minutes gone. And this is Ribéry. Ribéry unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Played back into the centre. Referee's given a throw. Paredes. Now it's Van Basten. Tries to play it through. Ribéry! Oh, that's a waste. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. And here's Batistuta. Castrovili. Çalhanoğlu gets a foot in here.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Aimed beyond the defence. And he's there to clear it. Knocks it out wide. Nice sequence of passes, this. Castrovili. That's the throw. No, that's been intercepted. And we've reached half-time. Well, that was as one-sided as it gets. Only one side have shown up here, and they're just tearing it up at will.
Portugal absolutely dominated that half, Peter, and now it's all about game management. There's no need to overstretch themselves. Just stay calm and see this one out.
Portugal are relentlessly steamrolling their way to victory then. 3 goals scored without reply. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. Paredes. Oh, that's a key interception. It's a promising position. Serves up a cross. Van Basten. Çalhanoğlu.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
And that pass just didn't quite work. Castrovili. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. 3-0 the score, and very little to suggest that much is going to change.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
And this is Van Basten. Well read, and the danger is averted.
L'affluenza di quest'oggi è di 80.607 spettatori.
Tries to pass it through. Now it's Van Basten. Now this could be a chance. And this is Ribery. Oh, no question, that's a foul. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card.
Well, what goes through a player's head at times like that is a mystery to me.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 16. Viene sostituito con il numero 20.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Pereiro. Castrovilli. That's tidy. Taken back almost at once. No luck with that dink over the top. And that's been won straight back. There will be a throw-in. Barella. Hernandez. Nagatomo, who does have an assist to his name. And it's Stefan de Vrij. Chelhanoglu. Ribery running with the ball. And it's Nagatomo. Well, that has not gone well. Pereiro. Now, can they get him away? Tries to cross. And he'll shoot here!
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played.
Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Barella could try cutting inside here. Chance! It's in! Yet another goal in an awesome performance. They are in complete charge. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Final checks on the touchline. A change about to occur. So they were calling for him, and now they get him.
Well, it does have its detractors always, but Route 1 has certainly proven itself effective over the years.
Portugal are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Oh, that's fabulous. Well read, nice interception. Chance here to counter. Great defending, strong and determined. Castrovilli. Chelhanoglu. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Nagatomo. Great vision. And he's picked it up out wide. Whistle's gone, that's foul. Well, some of the players here are letting their emotions get the better of them. They do have to be careful. This must not be inflamed any further.
Cambio di giocatori.
Portugal clearly now in lead preservation mode.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure. They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Darbo,
Quarto uomo indica 2 minuti di
looking for options for movement. Threads one in. Lovely pass, but can he get that? Shot at goal! They've done it! They are getting horribly bullied, and it seems there is plenty more to come.
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
numero
And now he has two. It's become a case of men against boys. And we're done. Portugal can look back on a nigh-on perfect performance here. A super contest in which they swept their opponents aside. Well, here comes a crunch game. So much depends on this. Expectation and nerve. It is indeed a heady mix. Red is the colour, the only colour. We bring you this game, of course, from Old Trafford, Manchester. And we're underway. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, Peter, I think you and I can be sure that neither of us are going to present a serious challenge in trying to outrun Mickey van de Ven. This Dutchman is unusually fast for a defender, particularly the fact is he's 6'4". So I'm just concerned about his hamstrings. I know he's had problems in the past, and I just hope that doesn't go on to interrupt his career, but there's nobody...
Oh, shooting chance! Now that has posed a few awkward questions.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he tried one of his specials.
He's shifting through the gears here. He's in a good... Oh, no mistake! And no, that was never going to make it. He's found a way through. Looks across and plays it in. Chance here to counter. And that's been intercepted. Threads one in. And this is Son Heung-min. Saliba, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Played back in. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
It's a promising position. Bernardo Silva. Real chance! Oh, good effort. He got plenty on that.
Ah, that's a great effort. There was very little backlift to indicate what was coming.
And here's Haaland, distributed tidily. It's a goal kick. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. Rodri. And it's White. Tries to play it through. Showing good feet. Oh, he certainly caught him there, it's a free kick. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket, it's just a stern lecture. Son Heung-min is eyeing up his options in the middle. Picked out brilliantly. Fired deep towards the back post. Decent chance! Good first touch and almost as good a second.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
Now it's Torres. He's in a great position here. Played down the flank. Bernardo Silva receives it in a wide position. Bernardo Silva! Now, who's going to be first to this? Oh no, this does not look good. And the shot! Dispatched clinically. And it has to be said, an absolute gift.
Well, you've got to give him credit for pressing so quickly there.
Goal! After 30 minutes is...
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0.
Well, the roof's just about stayed on, but the crowd level has gone up a notch or 10.
Son Heung-min. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Chooses to go cross-field.
Good switch, that.
Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he? You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind.
It's a mighty effort! Just off target.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
Pass just lacking in accuracy. And it's Rodri. Goes for the shot! Oh, he's been caught napping. No way through, so back it comes. Takes a shot. It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Opts to play it back. And he's had a hit. Oh, the ball's run loose here. Looking to go. Terrific header. Didn't quite get enough on that.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here.
Passes coming off in quick succession here. Rodri, quality ball. Oh, he's found support out wide. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Now it's Palmer. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Saka. And there is the half-time whistle. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. How would you review the first half?
Well, I think the scoreline offers a fair reflection of the level of endeavour from both teams. I think they lead because they did most of the probing. A little more penetration, I think, should help them get the job done.
Liverpool are in a pretty decent position after 45 minutes. 1-0 to the good. Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Well, it's been tight, Peter, but I'm expecting things to open up now and we get some free-flowing football.
Here's a chance! Oh, he gave that an almighty thump.
Well, the keeper looks perplexed. That was hit with real ferocity.
Chooses to go cross-field. Cole. De Bruyne. And the shot! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
That'll earn him a few high fives. Probably feels he could have been better protected, though. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
And he lines up a cross. And it's claimed by the keeper.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
It's an inviting looking ball, that.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Knocks it out wide. Ekitike. And he shoots! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Has a shot! Manchester United are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear, Dave.
There's the shot! They want to be quick to recover this. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Torres receives it in a good position here. Liverpool are still that goal to the good. Timber has created one goal already. Rice, spread out to the left. Now it's Saka. Oh, it's come loose. Saka. And that has left him in a heap. Szoboszlai, great vision. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the message they're sending out now is pretty loud and clear. Let's grab a second goal and give ourselves an element of comfort.
He's on it, can he get away? Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Bernardo Silva. Well, the manager might be thinking of shuffling his pack here.
It's about risk-taking and boldness now. Are we going to see any activity from the bench?
Short changes him with that pass. And Bernardo Silva! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Son Heung-min. Well, that is one way to stop him. Oh, that's clever. Bernardo Silva. Oh, easy pickings there. De Bruyne. Szoboszlai. Oh, real chance to break. Time and again they are repelled. Rice. And that's really well manoeuvred. Palmer is offering some sort of an apology there.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
And it's Rodri. Haaland. And that was very necessary.
Manchester United really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
He's picked his way through. Saliba. Palmer. Looking to play him in. Ball is over the line. Still just that single goal and we are nearly done. And he's intervened well there. In the end they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. Ekitike. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this. Good chance here! Oh, split-second reaction.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Knocks it into space. Can he get on the end of this? He's gone for goal. He has hit that forcefully.
I think it was one of those, Peter, where he's caught it too well. He's not even looking at the keeper, so he knew where everything was.
Succumbs to the pressure. Jota. And it's Timber. Two minutes to be added on. Haaland engages and forces him off the ball. And that will be it. They needed to win, and they have won. It is a triumph. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Well, it's pretty clear that there was a solid game plan in place for what was a very...
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. And already we're underway here. Paris Saint-Germain have opted for a 4-4-2 formation.
Well, the obvious standout in today's football in this system is that it provides you with extra presence in attack. With many shaky defences about, getting the right partnership in that department can pay rich dividends as long as there's a good early supply. So playing two strikers can be a real help to this team. I mean, 4-4-2 these days, Peter, gets a lot of criticism, but it's unfair. Any system can work if you've got the right players.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Now it's Kaka. Oliver Kahn, a huge man with a huge presence and a big voice in the game.
And big in intensity too, such a fierce competitor. Put a foot wrong and he'll be sure to let you know about it.
Well, he just commands respect, doesn't he? Respect off everyone. Team shot, surely! I'll be a bit disappointed with that.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he tried one of his specials.
Timber. Conte. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Szoboszlai. Portugal so far providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Vieri. Vieri showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Kukçu is always looking to break lines. Plays a sharp little ball here. Goes down, but nothing given. Saliba, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Paris Saint-Germain, disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Now it's Van Basten. And it's Van Basten. Goes for goal! And the finish! Goal! Portugal!
But pour l'équipe du Portugal après 27 minutes de jeu.
So the first goal of the game.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Vieri powering forward here. Nicely weighted ball. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. And he's quick to snatch it back. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. That's a good ball out wide. Timber, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. And this is Vieri. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Rijkaard. Now it's Vieri. Kaka. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Portugal looking to go into the break, 1-0 up. Mohamed Salah. Oh, that's fabulous. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Ronaldo chasing after it. Foot in. Rijkaard.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Now it's Kaka. Nagatomo receives it in a wide position. Takes a shot! Szoboszlai. Mohamed Salah is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot. Maradona. And here's Vieri! Oh, surely that deserved better.
Vieri deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Searching pass he's played there. Maradona. Mohamed Salah. Rijkaard does. And we hit half-time. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
On the evidence of what we've seen, they're worth their lead. There was genuine intensity and purpose behind what they brought to the game. I think they'll want a strong start just after the break, though, to force the issue that bit more.
Portugal go in at half-time with a slender one-goal lead.
Changement pour le Paris Saint-Germain. Le numéro 4, le numéro 3, Roberto Carlos. À leur place, le numéro 8.
That gets things going for the second half.
Well, it's been tight, Peter, but I'm expecting things to open up now and we get some free-flowing football.
Vieri.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Now it's Mohamed Salah. Very nicely done. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Musiala! It's Van Basten! The crowd reaction tells you just how close that was.
Oh, he got lots of power behind that, just couldn't quite get it on target.
And it's Messi, out to the right. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
You make it sound so simple. Now it's Chukwueze. Chukwueze. He could be in here. Tries a shot! Really well taken goal. Paris Saint-Germain are back on level terms. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
And he shoots! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Cristiano Ronaldo clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence. Portugal with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Portugal with another corner. Portugal have their second corner now. Ronaldo with the short one. And the chances keep on coming. They're awarded another corner. Portugal have their third corner. And now a sudden chance to counter. And reclaimed it in a trice. Chukwueze. Not the most accurate pass. Nagatomo. That's a cute ball. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Kukcu. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Played out towards the right wing. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Kante gets over and intercepts. Now it's Van Basten. Now it's Musiala. And it's Timber. And this is Ronaldo. Shot could be on. Now it's There's the shot!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Applies the finish! Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Kukcu kept his eye on it, and he's there. Chukwueze. Looking for options for movement. Soboslai. And he's cleared it out of harm's way.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest...
Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh no, that could be a costly miss.
Cristiano Ronaldo has delivered a really costly miss. It could have been their last chance to win it.
This is it then, now or never. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Oh, well played. That is ended up in no man's land. Threads one in. Vieri. Great ball, and he's... And the shot! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. Really tidily gathered, and ultimately a more than tidy finish.
Yeah, the goal was really well worked. Look, the game is a constant search for space, and he found a pocket.
Paris Saint-Germain get themselves into the lead.
Well, I think you can write this lot off at your peril. It's been a joy to watch them hold themselves right back into it. Now, can they hang on?
Now it's Chukwueze, and that could set him on his way.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
Koundé with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. Koundé has been sent off for that incident. The referee showed no hesitation in getting out a straight red card. Kukcu. Messi. Oh, good spread. Nagatomo gets across to intercept that. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Messi. Paris Saint-Germain clearly now in lead preservation mode. Chukwueze. Well, that is one way to stop him. Rijkaard. Oh, they can break here. Now then, the ball's come loose. And he's in on goal. Can he finish? Well, now it's a race for the ball. And there goes the final whistle. Portugal did lead, indeed they controlled, but they managed to throw it all away. A defeat made even more painful by the way it came to pass. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Well, the surprise for me was seeing a team look so feeble in what is usually a strongly protected area, but the centre of their defence looked open and very, very unsafe.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening.